Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
This is Business and Leisure, the weekly business and lifestyle TV and online magazine that centers the latest significant business developments and lifestyle trends. Joining me this week is our co-host. Please welcome our sunshine girl, Day Munsayak, with the latest trends in leisure. Day?
Thanks, Butch. Hello, guys. How are you all doing? Well, I'm so happy to be back here on your weekly business and lifestyle magazine show. This is Business and Leisure. As always, I'm tasked to be your sunshine girl today as I dish out the best in lifestyle. First in our list is Lifestyle Chronicles exclusive events that we covered in and out of the metro. That is followed by our popular segment, Places. And of course, we round it off with our weekly treat for all the firearm enthusiasts out there. I know you're all excited to know more about it, but in the meantime, let's wait a little while as we talk about some important issues in the business world with our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Butch?
Thanks, Day. We'll see you back in a short while. This is Business and Leisure, your window to the world of business and guide to the good life. And business shall first take center stage when we return with BizWatch after this short break.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure. We now have some of the latest significant business developments on BizWatch, our business section. For this week's lead issue, Social Security System President and CEO Emmanuel Dooc reported that with its loan structuring program, SSS earned a whopping 1.31 billion pesos for the first 3 months of its implementation. Our business reporter Heidi Santos has the story.
When the loan restructuring program of the SSS was launched on April 2 of this year, it condoned more than 3.35 billion pesos worth of penalties from close to 201,000 loaners. This was during the period from April 1 to June 30. This was a lot more than what SSS expected. According to SSS President Dooc, they expected about 250,000 members to apply for the loan restructuring when they launched the program. After only 3 months, over 200,000 members have already applied in the program. There are still 3 months left for SSS to accept more applications for the loan restructuring. The restructuring loan program covers loans with past due payments like emergency, salary, VOCTEC, educational and investment incentives loans. SSS President Emmanuel Dooc reached out to SSS members with short-term loans who have past due loans to avail of the program on or before October 1 to clean up their records. In order to qualify for the program, the loan must be past due for at least 6 months from the start of their second implementation of the loan restructuring program. Members who have been granted with any final benefit claim prior to the program availment period and those who committed fraud against SSS are not qualified to avail of the restructuring program. All SSS branches are now accepting scanned copies of letters of authority received through electronic mail by representatives of member borrowers applying for the restructuring. Aside from the scanned copies of the authorization, authorized representatives must submit the email request of the member borrower, 2 valid identification cards, photocopy of their 2 valid IDs, and a clear copy of the email showing both the sender's and recipient's email address. When the restructuring program is re-implemented by SSS this year, it expects to condone about 2.85 billion pesos in penalties. It also expects to generate 1.2 billion pesos from the program. It was in 2016 that the program was first implemented with an availment period of 1 year, helping out about 800,000 member borrowers and generating 1.6 billion pesos for the pension fund.
The SSS loan structuring program has an interest rate of 3% per annum, much lower than the loan packages of other agencies. Meanwhile, the 6th Philippine Electric Vehicle Summit was held this month at the SMX Convention Center in Pasay City. It was not only the government that was optimistic about the future of electric vehicles in the country, the private sector was also bullish about it. Here's our BizWatch correspondent, Mikey Atendido, with the details.
The Tax Reform Acceleration and Inclusion or TRAIN law grants incentives to electric vehicle manufacturers. This is one reason why Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi believes that the electric vehicle sector will inevitably grow in the Philippines. Electric vehicle sales will likely reach 1.6 million this year. According to the Electric Vehicle Association of the Philippines, the number of charging stations is also expected to reach 100,000. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are now used widely across the globe, now reaching 3.3 million vehicles. China and Europe lead the countries using the electric vehicles and account for 75% of the global market for EVs. The Department of Transportation's Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program wants to upgrade about 200,000 public utility jeepneys, and about 10% of these are EVs. DTI and DOI are introducing an Eco-PUV program to provide the vehicle solution to the modernization program of the DOTR by giving incentives to EV platform suppliers and bodybuilders. TESTA, on the other hand, is now drafting a technical regulation for courses on maintenance, servicing, and repairs of electric vehicles. For its part, the Bureau of Philippine Standards is also creating standards covering the modern PUV powered by Euro 4 internal combustion engines or electric motors. Several car companies are bringing in their electric vehicles to the country. These are Mitsubishi Motors Philippines, Hyundai, Nissan Philippines, and Minghong Vehicles. Meralco and the Department of Energy, together with Unioil Petroleum, are setting up the necessary infrastructure and battery charging stations in strategic locations. Meralco is also now studying the vehicle-to-grid technologies to be adopted for the EV.
A new Meralco unit called Isakay Incorporated has been put up. This will be engaged in the business of owning, maintaining, and operating transport service networks of charging stations, batteries, and vehicles using electric energy and other alternative energy sources. The SEC has already approved this. At this juncture, we will have to take a short break. Stay with us because we will be back shortly with more interesting and relevant issues here on BizWatch.
It's back! Participate in the only public poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Vote for your favorite car makes and models in the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Which models do you think will become this year's Automobile of the Year in the standard and premium luxury class? You choose, you decide.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
Be part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph/AFPCA 2018. Then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2018, and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide. Vote now.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure's BizWatch as we continue with more interesting business issues for you. CIBI Information Incorporated held the first ever Philippine Credit Forum in the Philippines at the Grand Hyatt Hotel. Heidi Santos has the story.
Mr. Marlo Cruz, President and CEO of CIBI Information Incorporated, said that this event served to introduce how CIBI has transformed itself from a mere business information provider to a data company.
We are making full use of our robust database in serving our countrymen, whether on the business side or on the consumer side.
CIBI was created 30 years ago by the Bangko Sentral, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and the CIBI Foundation. The cornerstone of this company, according to Mr. Marlo Cruz, is the establishment of partnerships with various organizations with deep databases to provide accurate and timely data information useful for lending institutions and individuals. Mr. Jaime Garchitorena, President and CEO of Credit Information Corporation, or CIC, a GOCC that is 60% owned by the government and 40% owned by the private sector, expands on the role of CIC.
As a GOCC tasked by the government to collect all sorts of credit data in order to build a platform that will lead to inclusive lending, it's important for us to know that the data we collect and in the format that we collect it in is usable by our accredited credit bureaus. And with the launch of MyScore, that gives us more confidence in our database, and that allows us to serve the public better.
They now have databases from banks and pretty soon the Social Security system. With this, CIC will cover about 30% of the Philippine population. The law requires that all financial institutions engaged in lending must submit data to CIC. CIC in turn creates a single user file with all this data received.
So that when the data subject needs to know his credit standing, he can either come to the CIC or the CIBI, get a credit report, and if he wants to borrow money, he wants to get a loan, and he wants to know what his potential for getting money is or getting that loan, he can go to CIBI and get a credit score.
The theme of this forum is to lend more but lend more safely. Mr. Miguel S. Marquez, Vice President for Credit Bureau Sales, and Mr. Jim De Castro, VP for Sales Marketing and Business Development, tell us more about the forum.
We called it a forum because it's not really just launching our products, but really a networking of industry players, sharing best practices and global industry trends. We classify our services into two major components. We have the Credit Bureau, which I manage. Under the Credit Bureau, basically it's eKYC and the credit scoring. Our intention is to provide end-to-end solutions to help our clients to do proper credit evaluation. From Jim's side, we have the credit information.
Credit information pertains to business intelligence and people information. So in this business intelligence, we offer business solutions like business reports, and this is where in the financial benchmarking is. We also do information checks and property checks. And on the people information, we do pre-employment solutions. So that's background checking for employment of new hires.
CIBI is the first and only Filipino credit bureau that provides financial solutions with its expertise in data management and analytics. And now for our fourth and final business issue for this week, San Miguel Corporation has an unsolicited proposal that it's admitted to the government for the 3 billion peso bridge connecting Boracay Island to Caticlan. Business reporter Mike Atendido has the details.
According to San Miguel Corporation President and Chief Operating Officer Ramon S. Ang, the bridge will increase the supply of fresh water and electricity to Boracay. The gap between Boracay and Caticlan is 1.1 kilometers. The whole project, however, will span a total of 1.9 kilometers. The bridge will be made of concrete and it will be high enough so ships can pass below the bridge. With the submission of the unsolicited proposal, SMC President Ang said that SMC can complete the construction of the bridge in 2 years. If the government approves the proposal, it will take SMC 12 to 15 years, however, to recoup its investment in this bridge. Toll fees will be collected to generate revenues here and from both vehicles and pedestrians. It will also charge access fees from charge utilities such as power lines, sewage pipes, water pipes, and telecommunication lines. Mr. Ang also said that with the construction of the bridge, there will be a supply of fresh water so resorts and residents in the area will not need to use deep wells to tap groundwater. With the bridge, sewage can be pumped out of Caticlan and trucks can haul away solid waste, which can reach as much as 170 tons a day.
SMC President and CEO Ramon Ang was also quoted as saying that most of Boracay's 25,000 workers and their families can choose to relocate to Caticlan where the cost of living is lower. It will be easy for them to just cross the bridge to the resorts where they work. And on that note, we end this week's BizWatch. We hope you'll join us again next week for more relevant and informative business issues. Business and Leisure continues after another short break with an interesting feature on Strictly Business. Please stay with us.
It's back. Participate in the only public poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Vote for your favorite car makes and models in the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Which models do you think will become this year's Automobile of the Year in the standard and premium luxury class? You choose. You decide.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Be part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph/AFPCA 2018. Then, vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide. Vote now.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure, and you're still on our business section. And what we have next is our feature on our Strictly Business section. For Strictly Business this week, a gentleman who works a 9-to-5 job finds a thriving business with his own shop offering customized men's clothes. Watch this.
Meet Alvin Santos, who owns and runs Pasadya Manila, a fast-growing brand in the local clothing industry. Alvin was not always an entrepreneur, but here we have a fine example of how one can enjoy a full-time job and still successfully run a business.
I was a banker for a decade, and then I moved to a fintech company, which I'm currently working for now. So I do a 9-to-5 job besides the business. We started in 2017. Now, it was brought about out of frustration actually, because in 2016, there was a top fashion brand that came out with the so-called viscose shirts. Yung viscose shirts are the shirts that are made of soft, flowy cotton. Yung very breezy na cotton, and it's printed, it's very colorful. They sold it for a very high price. So out of frustration, because I could just buy just 1 or 2 every time I go. So out of frustration, I just thought if I could make mine Pasadya. Okay, so if they were good enough for me to wear, I thought that I could sell them and earn modestly from them also. So in 2016, I had mine Pasadya, and they turned out good enough. So in 2017 of January 1st, I decided to put up the store online first on Instagram.
Most of the clothes shops that cater to men here at home are tailoring shops that do suits, barongs, and pants. The casual clothes are usually bought off the rack in malls. Alvin came at the right time because his shop, Pasadya Manila, caters to those who want a more convenient way of procuring customized shirts.
The main concept is that we can do Pasadya or customized shirts or bespoke shirts very easily and more convenient for the people to do. So for example, they can either come to the store and have their measurements taken, or for their convenience, they could just send it online, or even text. They can even text it to us, and then we can do it for them. Yun. So that's, besides selling off-the-rack shirts, we can do Pasadya. I think that is our unique proposition.
When he first started his shop, Alvin shares that his target market was the millennials, or those who tend to be experimental, because he says the prints of the fabric he uses tend to be rather bold. It is not for the very conservative, he says.
At the onset, it was for mainly millennials, but then eventually we also started to, widen our customer base. Now we also have women wearing them as They do it as parang as boyfriend shirts or cover-ups for in the beach. So, and also since we can do pasadya, we can do any size. We've also catered to kids, the kid sizes, so that they can do twinning photos with their parents. So, and also plus sizes. So, right now it's a wide range already of clientele.
Alvin admits that more customers prefer to source their shirts off the rack. Women also have good finds in this store for what they call as boyfriend shirts, or maybe those that can be worn over swimsuits in the beach. Only 10% prefer to have their clothes customized, and they will surely find a home here.
They would be surprised that we can do it, and very thankful for us that we can do it very easily for them because they were sharing na parang one of the pain points in especially the plus size customers would say na parang they have difficulty in getting off the rack for their sizes, so it's a good thing that we can do it for them. So they're very thankful with the concept that they can easily have theirs pasadya.
The fabrics that Alvin uses in his stores are all sourced locally. He takes special pride in the fact that his fabrics are locally made, and so are his clothes. Off-the-rack clothes start at 899 pesos. Any size below or in between or above the standard sizes are offered starting at 999, while kids' clothes are sold at 699.
For pasadya, you can actually there are a lot of ways to make yours pasadya. For example, if you want it pasadya according to your size, pwede rin. If you want it according to the design, we can also do that. For example, I've had customers who wanted theirs in a different color, Chinese color yung iba. We can also do that. Some prefer the leaves to be longer than most. So others also prefer the buttons to be on one side. We can also do that. So there are a lot of ways to do yours pasadya. So we can do a lot of ways to do it differently and unique for you. So yeah, just come talk to us lang.
Today, Alvin has 3 stores that are getting more and more known and patronized. But starting out wasn't easy. As in all businesses, he had his initial challenges.
One thing that comes to mind, especially kasi for a business in the clothing industry, the pain point would be sourcing and finding a good and talented tailor. Okay, it for you talaga, especially in the Philippines. It's hard to find someone who you can trust and who is very talented also. So that's one of the challenges we encountered during the onset of the business, which thankfully I was blessed with a very good production who was also honest. So yun yung pain point I could say top of head that was really difficult for me in the start.
Hard work is always a part of owning and running your own business. Alvin is involved in all the aspects of the business from end to end.
I handle sourcing, I handle communication with my tailor, production line, and then delivery to the stores. I also do that usually. So I thank technology for everything that I can do just using my phone. Even while I'm away on a trip, I can run the business just using my phone. So I'm very thankful with technology also because I'm able to do that. I'm very thankful with social media because we started in social media. Before we had our first store, I started on Instagram. Well, for one, social media is the cheapest form of selling kasi you don't pay for rent, etc. Diba? So you just pay for your line. Kung naka-prepaid ka for your load lang, diba? So it has been very, very helpful to me in social media. So I'm able to reach a wide range of audiences and customers through social media lang. So it's very, very through hashtags, diba? So it has helped me a lot talaga in so many ways.
And of course, like in all business, the challenges just keep coming. It's all part of the game.
Main challenges for that would be keeping up with the customers because most customers would really want it really fast. So since customized nga siya, the challenge would be how will you be able to shorten your turnaround time and deliver it fast, diba? So at the same time, we have 3 stores now. So one of the challenges also is to scale and ensure that there are inventory in the store. Kasi one thing that really works with in the short time that we were in the industry, it would be making your store really full. Puno talaga dapat yung store mo kasi that's, I think, one of the things that a customer wants. A customer wants to see many choices. The pain point would be that. So production and scaling kasi it's difficult to produce a shirt talaga, especially a good quality shirt like this.
Because his business is also service-oriented, he keeps a keen ear. He always listens to his customers, talks to them online, and is happy to get feedback from them. He also gets feedbacks from his staff so he can get to know the demographics of his clientele. Where does he see himself 5 to 10 years from now?
I would see the brand venturing, I would see myself venturing out from just button-downs. Maybe in the future we could also do other pieces of clothing. But for now, we're happy. I'm happy where we're at. So yeah, we're taking it just one day at a time. My biggest dream would be to see it as big as the foreign stores or the foreign brands, right? Because it was my main purpose also is my main advocacy is to show how Filipino craftsmanship is also world-class. Diba? So I would also want it to be as big as the other brands that we see now in the malls.
It is indeed not easy to combine a full-time job with a growing business, but Alvin is pulling it off quite well.
I'm very thankful that I am employed by an employer who is open to this and who advocates work-life balance. So that's one thing. But how do I keep up with that time management?
And his advice for those who wish to enter business?
For those budding entrepreneurs who want to also venture into the business industry, to be their own bosses, so I would say probably, first of all, stick to your passion, be honest, be true to yourself, and be honest to your customers also. So those are the things that I learned really worked well for me, which I think would also work well for most.
Check out the Pasadya store nearest you. Here's where they are.
Okay, so we have 3 physical stores now. So we could find us one here in the park in Shangri-La, where the park in Shangri-La is on the 4th floor of the East Wing. We also have one also in the park, but at the UP Town Center. The one in UP Town is in phase 1 on the ground floor. Our 3rd store and most recently opened is the local store. That store is beside the LSU. It's along Castro Street. And you can also find us online. Most recently, we've launched the website. So we shop easy at www.pasadyamanila.com. Thank you for the opportunity. So I invite everyone to check out our brand. It's Pasadya Manila. So support local, guys. So you can catch us on our store, in our stores, and then on. I hope to see you in the stores one day or get to chat with you online. So thank you and support local.
That was Mr. Alvin Santos, owner of Pasadya Manila, our feature this week on Strictly Business. The leisure portion of Business and Leisure is coming up next with our co-host Sunshine Girl Damon Sayak, dishing out the latest lifestyle trends. Stay with us.
When thinking of your favorite car brands and models, which brands and models immediately come to mind? Could it be a fuel-efficient sedan for that everyday drive? A sleek and agile sports car? A rugged and versatile SUV? That roomy and comfortable MPV or van? Or that versatile go-anywhere pickup? Be a part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Vote for the brands and models that will become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobiles of the Year in the standard and premium luxury classes. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide.
Break away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Be part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph/AFPCA 2018. Then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2018, and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide. Vote now.
Welcome back to BNL, and it's now time for our lifestyle section, as we call on our co-host this week, Day Monsayak. Day?
Thanks again, Butch. Hi, guys. Are you still with me? Well, I hope so, because it's now time to take things lightly with our lifestyle section. Let's get the show going as we take a glimpse on some of the trendiest events that happened in the metro. Here now is Lifestyle Chronicles.
Isuzu Philippines Corporation recently brought members of the local motoring media to Thunderbird Resort on La Union for a ride and drive event. Dubbed as Isuzu Driveway Getaway 2018, the automotive company let members of the motoring media test drive the 2018 Isuzu D-Max pickup and Isuzu MU-X SUV, which according to Isuzu now sports the ultra-efficient yet powerful RZ4E engine. The media ride and drive began at the Petron service station in Marilao along the North Luzon Expressway and ended at Thunderbird Resort in Bawang, La Union Province. The drive aimed to show the participants the fuel efficiency of the RZ4E engine, as well as highlight the amenities of the 2018 Isuzu D-Max and Isuzu MU-X. Members of the media were grouped into teams and were challenged to consume the least amount of fuel for a 112-kilometer economy run. Isuzu Philippines President Hajime Koso lauded the participants for their driving skills and discipline, which optimized the 2018 Isuzu D-Max's potential for fuel efficiency.
More of the trendiest events coming your way only here on Lifestyle Chronicles. We come once again to our popular segment Places, and this week we have an interesting find just for you. Watch this.
Tucked in a very busy street in Taft, where De La Salle University is located, is this small store. Inside, the small space is packed full of novelty items and proudly locally made in the Philippines. One will be amazed at the wide range of products sold here, from clothes to posters and stickers, even snack foods. La Local is a concept store owned by Charla Lim and her boyfriend. Charla is only 22 years old, recently graduated from De La Salle University with a degree in financial management.
Then after that, I worked at Bank of China in Makati. Then after 7 months, I decided to start my own business already.
Some are born to be in the corporate world, but thanks to the recent thrust of the government and the private sector, more and more people are getting enticed to set up their own business. One of them is Sharla, but it is heartening to see young people fresh out of college setting out in the right direction and indulging their own interests and passion.
At first, me and my boyfriend, we were planning to open a store, a concept store wherein different online brands will collaborate. Since ang dami ng ganun, the usual concept stores here in Manila, parang I wanted something different, something that will be unique. So I thought that why not parang lahat ng products, it would be local products, or if not local, it would be local brand that's been established by a Filipino or here in the Philippines. We chose here sa Lasal since okay yung market, since puro millennials and a lot of students are also here in this area since Lasal, College of St. Benilde and St. Sco is near the area.
Setting up a concept store with merchandise geared towards the young generation in the vicinity of a well-known university is a big plus for Sharla.
First target market namin is yung millennials since students yung mga nandito sa area. And then yung second naman is yung mga moms, mga titas, ganyan. Since we also offer yung mga skincare, yung local products, yung usual na gusto nila, ganun. And actually unisex naman yung store. So both for women and men, pwede naman.
As mentioned earlier, everything here is sourced locally, as shared by Sharla herself. That's why they came up with a catchy name for their store.
A lot of people were thinking na, ano tong La Local? Is it a restaurant or bar? Inuman ba? When we opened, a lot of them parang they were curious, ano bang meron sa store na to? So, nung na-observe namin na okay naman yung store and yung products, natutuwa sila kasi parang it's the first time that they are seeing yung mga customized stickers wherein different artists talaga yung nag-design and nagpo-print nun. And yung mga items din namin, like yung accessories, yung mga crafters, sila mismo yung gumagawa and nagde-design din ng products.
Now, La Local carries over 100 brands, all of them unique and all of them locally made.
We have clothes, stickers, phone cases, accessories, and yung mga essential para sa students like notebooks, ball pens, and mga postcards, yan. Then, just to name a few, we have yung clothes, Pasadya, Manila. It's one of the best-selling clothing brand dito sa store. And we also have yung accessories. We have yung Bedazzle. Bestseller din siya for the accessories. They have necklace, earrings, rings, and mga chokers, ganun. We also have food, mga snacks. Okay din naman siya. We also have yung flowers or bouquet made of paper. It's by Wednesday Sambile. So, okay rin naman yun.
With over 100 brands, it is no easy task to assemble all of them in one store. Imagine getting in touch with all the merchants and checking out all these merchandise before accepting them for display in one store.
So first, parang I message them one by one sa Instagram or Facebook or sa iba nag-email kami. Then right now, sila na yung parang nag-i-inquire sa amin or some they go here to check the place, kung may mga available slots pa. Then, yun, nag-i-inquire sila.
Sharla graduated from the university in 2017, and they opened this store last February. Barely 5 months in business, how are they faring?
Right now, okay naman. Mas stable na, unlike nung before, first few months. Kasi nung first few months, parang, syempre, konti pa lang yung products, kaka-start pa lang. Then, now, medyo mabilis na mapuno. I mean, malapit nang mapuno. Okay naman siya, and then the foot traffic is okay rin since may class rin naman ng Monday to Saturday in Lasal.
In one corner of the well-packed store is a counter where they serve specialty coffee called Bean Tea.
This is actually a partner of La Local. So, Bean Tea, parang they offer high-quality coffee. Tapos, actually before, they were inside Lasal. So, after after natapos yung contract nila, yung owner, si Aldrich, he found this place and then, yun, parang nag-inquire siya if pwedeng maglagay ng coffee booth inside. Then, since parang yung team nila medyo in line naman with our theme, industrial, wood, and color black, ganun. So sabi ko, sige, why not? Parang try natin.
Cozy tables are set up near the counter, so students from nearby De La Salle love to go around checking what's new in the store while enjoying freshly brewed coffee.
So what makes a local different is, siguro yung una is the homey vibes whenever you enter the store. We offer yung parang local products made in the Philippines. And yung theme namin is parang we have yung artists, crafters, and then entrepreneurs. Yung mga products inside the store, you can't find it elsewhere. Like, you can't find it sa mall or sa mga bazaars. Parang it's only exclusive here, or you can buy it online, ganun.
Charla says that people come in mostly to discover new local items. Here, they discover new finds, products that are not sold in popular malls or even bazaars. All 90 square meters of the store carry these artisanal products, all of them crafted by young Filipino artists. La Local also hosts events to showcase the specialty products as well as to promote arts and crafts. They hold workshops every weekend on various subjects like calligraphy, watercolor painting, accessories making, macrame, and others. Whatever works for young people or those with artistic tendencies, La Local gives them space.
They can just message us sa Instagram or Facebook, or pwede rin sila mag-email sa amin, lalocal.ph@gmail.com.
And how does Charla and her partners see La Local 5 to 10 years from now?
Maybe where we can plan to have our next branch. Tapos since right now, TAF parang medyo south area, maybe in the future sa QC naman, para north naman, ganun.
Charla is taking it easy. Her store is very new and La Local is still a work in progress. But the way she and her partner are going, the concept store will be here for the long haul. So why not check it out?
Hi everyone, I'm inviting you to visit La Local store. We're located at 810 Castro Street, Taft Avenue, Manila. So we're beside De La Salle University along Taft Avenue. And then we're open from Mondays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Then, pwede kayo mag-inquire through lalocal.ph@gmail.com. So, if you're interested to be a partner or may mga questions kayo about sa products, just email us. Or you can also follow us sa Instagram, lalocal.ph.
More exciting and interesting dining destinations coming your way only here on Places segment. Our Sports Shoot segment is coming up next right after this short break. Stay stuck.
When thinking of your favorite car brands and models, which brands and models immediately come to mind? Could it be a fuel-efficient sedan for that everyday drive? A sleek and agile sports car? A rugged and versatile SUV? That roomy and comfortable MPV or van? Or that versatile go-anywhere pickup? Be a part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Vote for the brands and models that will become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobiles of the Year in the standard and premium luxury classes. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018, and get a chance to win prizes and a daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Break away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Be part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph/AFPCA 2018. Then, vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide. Vote now.
You're still with me here on Business and Leisure. My name is Damon Sayak. We continue on with our show with our weekly treat for all the firearm enthusiasts out there. Here now is Sport Shoot.
Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscore Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sport Shoot, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. I'm Butch Gambo. On Sports Shoot this week, we shall have no less than the President and CEO of Armscore Global Defense, Martin Tuason, to present to all our sport shooting enthusiasts a remarkable firearm for you to get to know better and appreciate, the TCM TAC Ultra FS Combo.
Thanks, Butch, and welcome to this week's presentation of Armscore Sports Shoot. So I'm going to go through some products here. I would like to start off with our TAC Ultra 1911s come in single stack and double stack formations, both in 9mm, 40 caliber, and 22 TCM. It has all the bells and whistles here: adjustable sights, high visibility fiber optic front sight, full guide rod, full Picatinny rail for even weighting, extended beaver tail, magwell, both in the single stack and double stack versions. G10 grips, special G10s on the double stacks to keep them nice and thin so they fit around any hand. Fully adjustable triggers, combat hammer, ambi safety, everything you can think of in a 1911 and that we would like for the avid shooter that doesn't want to work on their guns, take it to a gunsmith. It's basically all the flavors that you could possibly put on and just get it right out of the box and start shooting. I'm going to show you the power of the TCM 1911 pistol. Basically our 2,000 feet per second, high speed, low recoil round that we invented here in the Philippines, homegrown. And of course it says TCM, the Tuason Craig Magnum. Me and Freddie came up with the idea here in the plant in 2012. And I'd like to show you the power of 2,000 feet per second while we're shooting a watermelon. I hope I have let you know more about the firearm. This is all available in the Philippine market through all our Armscore dealers and our Armscore shooting centers and service center and shooting ranges. Squires Bingham, True Weight, among others out there. We have everybody.
That was the TCM TAC Ultra FS combo. It comes in caliber 22 TCM or 9mm. It is semi-automatic and recoil operated with a capacity of 10 rounds plus 1. In a 1911 A1 platform, its barrel length is 5 inches with an overall pistol length of 8.5 inches. I'll see you next time when we again put on the spotlight another exciting firearm here on Business and Leisure's Sports Shoot, a regular segment for the gun enthusiast. I'm Butch Gamboa.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscore Global Defense Incorporated.
That was another remarkable firearm we got in our Sports Shoot segment. Well, we now come to end our show, and thank you so much for the time you spent with us today. I'll see you all again next time for another exciting and fun features only here on Business and Leisure. This has been Dave. Now back to our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. See you again, Butch.
Thanks, Dave, for this week's Leisure Report. And with that, we end another episode of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy a good life.